you see that here in Halo House, that everybody's got the same energy and the same drive to drive that forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes back to something we spoke about right at the start. We were talking about culture, and because that's a culture thing that a lot of businesses won't have. That a lot of MSPs won't be sharing that data with the wider team. The problem with that is no one really then understands their impact on the business, which that's got two sides to it. One of them is they're probably going to be a bit more liberal. They're not going to be as careful with what they're doing because they probably think, oh, this doesn't matter anyway. They don't understand what impact their actions are actually having on the bottom line for the company. The other side of that is that they also don't feel as involved. If they don't know the costs and the profit and the price of everything in the business and why they're doing it, they're not going to feel part of the business. They're just going to feel like, a cog in the machine rather than actually being part of that machine properly and understanding how it works.
Yeah, I think it's great what we talked about earlier about when you're doing something as an event for the business, you're treating it like your own money because you understand where the business is and you understand where the business needs to go. And so you're aligning that with that spend.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've always had that or tried to kind of impress upon that on our staff that see it as your own money. Do you think that would be sensible to spend that much money? Sometimes, because it's your own money, sometimes it's fine to be a bit frivolous and spend a bit more and have fun or whatever. But generally, you want to be a bit careful. And yeah, we try and get that across as a cultural thing to our everyone that works at Halo.
Yeah, I think that fun bit as well needs to come into it. That typically what we see in the MSP industry is that the leaders especially are very action driven. They want to go the next action. We've won that. Let's move on to the next thing. But actually, people need to celebrate. So when you've hit some of those data points and those profitability points, you need to celebrate as a team. People need to know that we got there and we're going to all reap that reward and we're all going to celebrate.
Yeah, definitely. I think celebrating hitting a milestone is really important because there's a celebration side, but there's also what happens just after it, where it's resetting you and saying, right, let's go again. That's done now. Let's forget about that. We've got another target and let's push on to go and get that next one. Because if you're not, it just feels like it's a constant battle and you're not really getting anywhere. So it's definitely important to take the time to celebrate the wins.